back to my channel. For today's video, I'm finally doing my 2018 favorites of the year. And I know I'm a little late on this. Everybody already has theirs up already, but I figure I've just been super busy, so better late than never. It's still in the first week of January, so we're not doing too bad. But yeah, so I have a lot of favorites to go through, so if you want to see what I loved for the year 2018, then you can just keep on watching. Okay, so I kind of just wrote everything down, so I'm probably just going to go in the order that I wrote things down, just so I can keep track of everything. So the first makeup favorite, so I'm going to be doing makeup favorites first, and then I'll do skincare and hair, and then music and entertainment and random stuff like that. But first makeup, that product that I loved I didn't start using it towards in the summer, but I fell in love with it the first time I used it. This is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. So I actually used this probably 4 years ago, while I was still in high school. And I mean, I wasn't super into makeup at that point. I did love makeup, but I wasn't good at it. So I didn't really know a good foundation or anything. So it was just, I don't remember it being anything special, but I got a sample of it this year with the order that I had made through Ulta. And I was obsessed with it. So then as soon as I ran out of all my samples, then I went and purchased the full size. So this is it. I love it because it's a more luminous foundation, kind of gives you just a beautiful glow. You definitely need to set it with powder, especially if you tend to get oily in the T-zone and stuff. But it's just so beautiful. So I loved this foundation. Next favorite, it's the Fit Me Concealer, the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I use this one a lot. I actually tried out quite a few concealers this year. I normally use one the whole year, but I used a few this year. This one was definitely favorite. This is actually the one that I keep in my makeup kit. I have several of them. It's just a nice lightweight one. It isn't super full coverage, which at least with the people that I do makeup for, so far nobody's wanted a full glam look. Just because where we live, it's just not a thing. Most people are really low-key, want natural makeup and stuff. So I find that this is a really good one for that type of person, but I also love it for light coverage days, or if I want to spot conceal sometimes, or just highlight the face a little bit. This is a really good one. The other concealer that I loved this year that was the dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape was the Makeup Revolution concealer. This is a darker shade right now because I actually use it for contouring, and I used it to contour today, and I ran out of my light shade, so I only have this one right now. But this is a beautiful concealer, more full coverage than the Fit Me concealer, and I don't think it's quite as drying as the Tarte Shape Tape. I haven't used the Shape Tape in a while, but yeah, this is a really good concealer and so much cheaper than Tarte Shape Tape. I think this is maybe $9 at the most. And yeah, also it's a great contour if you get a darker shade. The shade I use for contour is C13, and then I use either shade, I think 4 or 6 for concealer. Okay, so my next favorite, the powder that I've been using pretty much all year, at least since the spring, is the Too Faced Peach Perfect powder. I have been loving this powder all year. I love that first of all, it smells amazing. So yeah, it smells amazing. And it has that peachy undertone, so that helps kind of correct your dark circles and just brighten everything. I love it to carve out my contour. Great under the eyes as well. Just an all-around really good powder. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about, this isn't a product that I started using towards the end of the year, but once I got it, I didn't use it. I didn't stop using it. This is the Morphe Blush Trio in Pop of Coral, I believe it is. This is what it looks like. It just has some really beautiful shades. I love mixing these two. And then I also use the darker one, but it's a little more bronzy, great for darker skin tones, but it can, sometimes I'll mix all three of them, but yeah, it just gives a beautiful color to the cheeks. I'm wearing it today, and I've been using it pretty much nonstop for the past 3 months. Okay, the next product is the bronzer that I used most of the year. It was my favorite, the excuse me, Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. You can see I've hit pan on it. I love using this to bronze up the face, to use in my crease for some eyeshadow, because honestly this year with the job that I have, I'm going to work pretty early and people just don't wear a lot of makeup there, and so my routine has got a lot more simple. So I typically will just put some bronzer in the crease and put on some mascara, bronze up the face, and call it a day. So this was definitely my most used bronzer for the year. But another bronzer that I did love probably just as much, it's a beautiful bronzer, is the Benefit Hoola bronzer. I know both those bronzers are like such old products that people aren't using as much now. I mean, people still are because they're just like a classic. But yeah, this is the Benefit Hoola bronzer. But yes, this is a beautiful bronzer. And sometimes you can kind of even use it like as a contour because it is a little more cool tone than like the butter bronzer. Actually a little bit more of both on the cool tone. But yeah, they're beautiful. I love them both. Okay, so hands down my favorite highlighter of the year that I used pretty much non-stop is the Anastasia Amrezy Highlighter. This was definitely my go-to. It's just such a beautiful color. But even if you have more fair skin, like I have lighter skin, but I do have a golden undertone. But even if you don't, I feel like it can still work because it's kind of like a gold champagne color, but like not super gold. So I feel like it can work like on a lot of skin tones, and it's just so flattering, it's so beautiful. The formulation is amazing. Highly, highly recommend this one. I know it was kind of limited edition, but I think they came back with it. I know I saw it recently, either at Ulta or Ulta.com. Another highlighter though that I was obsessed with, I use this a lot, especially during the summer when I was a little bit tanner, is the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter in Molten Gold. This is probably it is the best highlighter from the drugstore. The formulation is insane. Let me see if I can just do a little swatch. Okay, like, look at how buttery that is. Definitely a little more gold, but they do have more shades now, so I think they do have more of like a pearl color. But this is great when I'm a little more tan because I do have that golden undertone, so it doesn't look too crazy on me. Right now it probably would look a little bit gold. But yes, definitely try these out. They're only like $6 or $7 at the drugstore. They have a lot more shades now. They have like a more kind of rosy pink one, and then like a gold one, and then a darker one, more like bronzy colored one, I believe. And I think they have some more like colorful ones too. But yeah, definitely check it out. They're amazing. But the next favorite I want to talk about is a brow pencil. The Covergirl Ultra Fine Brow Pencil is the one I have right now. I feel like it's actually pretty much the exact same as the Maybelline Micro Brow Pencil. Both of these are really, really good. It's what I've been using the past few months, and I've been loving it. I feel like these are really good dupes for the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pencil, but they're a lot cheaper, so that's why I've been using these ones instead. So yeah. And I'm in the shade Soft Brown. Okay, so another blush that I wanted to mention, sorry this isn't really going in like categories, is the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. This is another one this was the one that I was using pretty much all year until I got the Morphe blush trio, which wasn't until like probably like October or something. So this is definitely the most used blush of the year because I was using it pretty much January to October, like non-stop. It's just so beautiful. I still am using it on a lot of days too. But yeah, it's really cheap and affordable. really good, like not too pigmented, but like you don't have to work really hard to get color, you know? It's just beautiful. Next favorite is something that was really great for like the summer and vacation and stuff. It's the L'Oreal Magic BB Cream in, or Magic Skin Beautifier BB Cream. This one, it comes in like 3 different shades, but it all comes out white at first, and then you blend it into your skin, and it kind of is supposed to just become your perfect shade. So it comes out white. I don't know if you can see that, but then when you blend it in, then it just kind of blends into the skin. I did get one that I got the medium shade because my face is like really light, but the rest of my body wasn't, so I wanted to make sure that it was going to be a little bit darker, so my face wasn't still like way lighter than the rest of my body, because I do wear makeup and I wear sunscreen on my face every day. It's just a lot lighter. So this ended up working really nicely. I used it every single day when we went to Florida, and it was amazing. So if you need a BB cream that provides a good amount of coverage, but isn't super heavy or anything, I definitely recommend this. I need to stop rambling so much. Okay, moving on. Favorite mascara. This was definitely my favorite mascara of the year. It's the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. I can never say that well. I was having a hard time finding a good mascara for a while, but this is the first one that I really loved and gave me good volume and didn't leave my lashes looking sparse and just blah. I felt like I could finally start just wearing mascara and not having to wear lashes every day with this mascara, so I definitely recommend trying it out. It was definitely my favorite. Okay, so I don't have this palette with me, but it's in my car and I don't want to go get it right now. But I wanted to quickly mention it because I did use it a lot. It's the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. It's so beautiful. I use it in my makeup kit. It's just really beautiful. It has every shade you could need. I really love it. Another palette that is probably just as good, really, and pretty similar, you probably don't need both, but I have both because I love makeup, is the Anastasia Soft Glam palette. This is one that I got towards the end of the year, but it's just so beautiful. I used it in a lot of my tutorials towards the end of the year, and yeah, it just has all your neutrals. It has some beautiful shimmery kind of foiled shadows. You got your black and your dark brown and stuff. Just really beautiful, especially for the fall time, I feel like. Okay, my favorite eyeliner of the year. My favorite eyeliner of the year is the Inglot gel liner. It's just called that, in black. I had tried the Sigma Wicked gel liner and I just did not like it. It was transferring and just not working well with me, so I gave this one a try, and the formulation is so incredibly smooth. Probably a little bit smoother than the Sigma one, but it doesn't transfer. It stays in place. It goes on so easily and effortlessly. I love it. So definitely try this one out. And it's not super expensive. I think it was like 18 bucks, but it's gonna last you forever. Like, I've barely made a dent in it. Okay, so those were all my makeup favorites for the year. So we're gonna move on to skincare. The first one is the First Aid Skin Rescue Deep Cleanser Face Wash. This one, it smells really good, first of all. But it also just does a really good job of cleaning your face really well and just getting down into those pores and stuff and just cleaning everything out. And I like to use it with my Clarisonic. And yeah, it just leaves your face feeling really clean. I haven't noticed that it's helped tremendously with my acne. I am struggling with some acne right now, I think due to like just stress and lack of sleep, but I still really love this face wash. Another skincare favorite, this is my second time repurchasing it. It's the First Aid Coconut Water Cream Moisturizer. I feel like I need a little bit of a heavier one right now in winter with my skin being drier, but in the summer, this was amazing. I still love it and I'm still using it, but it's just not as hydrating as I need right now. But if you don't have super dry skin, definitely try this out, or if you know you're not as dry in the summer, this is an amazing moisturizer for the summertime because it just feels lightweight, smells amazing, feels hydrating, and just kind of gives like a nice healthy glow to your skin and everything. So I love this one. My last skincare favorite is another item that I have repurchased already. It's the Hendricksen Banana Bright Eye Cream. Everybody was raving about this year. And it truly is amazing because it does really help to diminish the appearance of dark circles as soon as you put it on. And it just is nice and hydrating, and I just love it. Okay, so I have a couple of hair items. The first one that I've been loving was the Pravana Hydra Pearl Replenishing Hair Oil. This is something that I got in an Ulta purchase when I did Roxette Arisa had a thing going on where if you spent a certain amount of money, you got like this big bag of her favorites. So that's what I did. This was in her bag of favorites. And it smells amazing. Love good smelling products. But yeah, it also just, I like to put it after like I curl my hair or straighten my hair, and just kind of helps give it more shine and helps like maintain if you have any frizz and stuff. Isn't super heavy or anything. I've used this several times and I barely have gone through any of it, so it's gonna last me like a lifetime, and I got it for free, so that's pretty cool. The other hair thing, I don't have one currently, but hair masks. This was the year that I really got into hair masks and doing one usually once a week, if not every other week. But I didn't go out and buy like super expensive hair masks or anything. Coconut oil was a great one to do as kind of like a treatment for your hair. And then I'm trying to remember the brand. But I got one that was like a Moroccan oil based mask. All those ones were really good and hydrating. You can get ones for pretty cheap and they last you like 2 washes. So yeah, and then so like putting that in and then combing it out with a wide tooth comb in the shower makes your hair amazing. So now on to, wow, this video is getting long, I need to hurry up. Now I'm moving on to music and just like entertainment and stuff. So first, well, I never know how to say his name. I think it's Lauv or Lauv, L-A-U-V. I think you'll know who I'm talking about. His whole album was really good. I really liked it. Like I Like Me Better When I'm With You. I love that song. So many good songs. I would definitely recommend listening to his album. And then another album that I was obsessed with was Lauren Daigle, the album You Say. She has some beautiful songs, super encouraging, and just, yeah, she has an incredible voice. So I would definitely give that album a listen. My voice is starting to go on me. And then Halsey's song Without Me was definitely one of my favorite songs of the year. I still love it. It's so catchy and just like a feel-good song. Yeah, I love it. And then album that I loved that was also a movie was The Greatest Showman. One of my favorite movies, definitely, and their album was amazing. I listened to it a ton, and I love all the songs. We actually bought the movie, and so I've watched it like 5 times. It's a really good movie. If you haven't seen it, you should go watch it and listen to the album. It's really good. Okay, and then lastly, I just have some like TV shows and podcasts and stuff that I've been loving. So one of my favorite shows was definitely had to be 911. If you have not seen that, you need to go watch it. It's on Hulu. They just finished season 2, I think, or they're like on their winter break, so there's not any episodes going on right now, which makes it really sad. Or maybe season 1. I think it's just season 1 that they finished. Yeah, really, really good medical show if you love like suspense and just like, it just keeps you on your feet, and it's just really, really good. I would definitely recommend going and watching it. Another show that's more of like a medical show is The Good Doctor. Another really, really good show. More similar to the style of like Grey's Anatomy. But yeah, it's really good. I don't want to like give anything away, so go and watch that. That's also on Hulu. And then real quick, an audiobook. I've been listening to more audiobooks. Definitely my favorite was the Harry Potter series. Me and my husband, he actually got me into like listening to audiobooks. He had already started it, but I started listening to the Harry Potter series when we were on our vacation. And so I went through all the books, and then we were like watching all the movies and everything. Really fun. Definitely my favorite books to listen to on Audible. And then lastly, just a couple podcasts that I wanted to mention. The Health Code podcast that Sarah's Day does. They haven't been doing any episodes for the past few months because she's, growing a baby and staying super busy with all her collections and stuff. But that one is one of my favorites. I love, they're just really funny. Her and her boyfriend do it. They're really funny, and she just is super knowledgeable and gives really good info and motivation and stuff. So really loved that one. And then the last one that I have been, I might mention another one, but another one that I've been loving is the Real Life podcast that Jeff and Elisa Bethke do. If you want a good like Christian podcast that's super encouraging and just fun to listen to, I would definitely recommend going and listening to theirs. Really good. And then more recently, towards the end of the year, I was getting into like crime podcasts. So one of my favorites was definitely Crime Junkies. They do like a case every week about either like a missing person case or like a murder case. I don't know why I like them, because I don't like horror movies or anything scary like that, but like they're kind of addicting to listen to, and like the suspense, and like you just can't believe some of the stuff that happens. Definitely probably gave me some nightmares, but I still like just love listening to them. So I just wanted to mention that. So these were all my favorites. I know this got really long, but I really hope you guys enjoyed. I did have a lot of favorites for the year. Definitely was trying out more products this year than normal, so next year is probably going to be even worse and even longer. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on future videos, and hit that post notification button so you're notified every time that I upload. And with that, I believe that is everything. I hope you guys have a great day and week, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys!